Mr. Putin has been signalizing through intermediaries since at least September that he is open to ceasefire that freezes the fighting along the current lines. Far short of his ambitions to dominate Ukraine, two former senior Russian officials close to the Kremlin and American international officials who have received the message from Mr. Putin's envoys say. Let's check the details. This is Krishni Dunair. Buoyed by Ukraine's failed counter-offensive and flagging Western support, Mr. Putin says that Russia's war goals have not changed. Addressing the generals on Tuesday, he boasted that Ukraine was so beleaguered that Russia's invading troops were doing what they wanted. He said that they won't give up, adding dismissively that if Ukraine wanted to negotiate, let them negotiate. But in a recent push of back-channel diplomacy, Mr. Putin has been sending a different message that he is ready to make a deal. In fact, Mr. Putin also sent out feelers for a ceasefire deal a year earlier in the fall of 2022, according to American officials. Mr. Putin indicated that he was satisfied with Russia's captured territory and ready for an armistice. Mr. Putin's repeated interest in a ceasefire is an example of how opportunism and improvisation have defined his approach to the war behind closed doors. There is no evidence that Ukraine's leaders, who have been pledged to retake all their territory, will accept such a deal. Some American officials say it could be a familiar Kremlin attempt at misdirection and does not reflect genuine willingness by Mr. Putin to compromise. The former Russian officials add that Mr. Putin could well change his mind again if Russian forces gain momentum. While obsessed with Russia's battlefield performance and what Putin sees as his historic mission to retake original Russian lands, he has been keen for most Russians to go on with normal life. While readying Russia for years of war, he is quietly trying to make it clear that he is ready to end it. Mr. Putin, the current and former official said, sees a confluence of factors creating an opportune moment for a deal, a battlefield that seems stuck in a stalemate. Fallout over Ukraine's disappointing offensive, its flagging support in the West, and since October, the distraction of the war in Gaza. Ukraine has been rallying support for its own peace formula, which requires Moscow to surrender all captured Ukrainian territory and pay damages. President Volodymyr Zelensky said Tuesday that he saw no sign that Russia wanted to negotiate.